we have not 1, not 2, but 3 packages from Journalsay to open today. So let's go right into that, because what is better distraction from being cooked alive because of this weather than opening new stationery? And I'm going to start with this big box. This came in the regular plastic envelope. I just took that off, and under that we had this foam. I am not sure there was foam packaging before, but I might be misremembering. So I just love this summery design they have on the box. Let's open that and see what everything I have got. Because guys, this time instead of only washi tapes and stickers, I have chosen different types of stationery because I want to see how the Journalsay is making them and what they are having. So, ta-da! Okay, it's blue heart bubble wrap this time. I just love this heart-shaped bubble wrap. It's so cute. It seems to be pretty full. Look at that, guys. Okay, so we have lots and lots of flower stickers because, yeah, I love flower stickers from Journalsay. And, okay, there seems to be 2 of everything. Did I accidentally get 2 of these? Well, that's possible. Anyway, I am... look at that! Okay, I am going to take everything outside of this box and I'm going to sort these things into different categories. So we will get through everything very shortly. But I feel like I would give you maybe a short sneak peek at everything that is in here. Okay, there is a lot, and again lots of washi tapes, and as I said, some new stationery types I have not get from Journalsay before. This seems to be everything. Okay, let's take this off the table. This is it. This is everything except these 2 small packages. And yes, I'm putting these things here on the table because I want to take a thumbnail photo right now before I open all of that. Yeah, that's the life of the YouTuber. You just have to think before you do anything and before you open everything. Okay, I took my photos. Let's do categories. So we have obviously washi tapes. I will put those in here, just so everything is contained and nothing rolls off the table. Oh, look how many I got. Let's do all the stickers. Let's not forget these ones. And these, I think, should be stickers as well. So I'm going to add them in here. And this, I think, is just a paper. These and these and these are paper products. I will put this cover with those as well. And then we have some miscellaneous stuff, plus the 2 small packages I have shown you in the beginning, because just from this size I know what's in them. Okay, let's start with these since they are already on the table, and that way we can very quickly see what's in the other packages as well. Let's start with these. Okay, so this is the kit I was eyeing for such a long time, especially because of this. This is a knife. Look how adorable this is, and you can, I believe, put it on your keychain or maybe on the pencil pouch. You can put that on the zipper if you have a way to attach that there. Okay, that's so sweet. What else is in here? We have a rubber. Oh, that's a grape in there. Oh, that's lovely. That's actually so sweet. I don't know how good it is. Okay, let's try. I have a paper and 2B pencil, so let's see. Okay, it is erasing. which is a good sign for eraser to actually work. So yeah, I can say that it works. This is, what is this? Something soft. Oh, that's a highlighter, I think. Okay, where is that paper? It's here. Okay, that's cute. I love this color. And it's so small. I'm going to take all of these out. This is correction tape. Okay, that's so adorable. And this is also plastic. This flower. Okay, so let's see. Okay, yeah, it works. And it's cute. Now this is a pen with many different colors. So let's see. Black. Okay, it took a bit to start, but this is purple. I would say it is more of a pink purple. Green. Orange. Red. And blue. I feel like I'm a teenager again because these pens were very popular when I was younger. So yeah, these are all the colors of this pen. And this is what? Another pen. Okay, you have to unscrew that. Oh, I guess not. Is this another eraser? Okay, I am so bad at this. But it's like 30 degrees inside, so... Okay, is this... What is this? Look at that. Is this a pencil? Yes, guys, it is a pencil. Wow. And there is the eraser inside, but how are you supposed to use that? Okay. Well, it's not holding in there. And no. So, I don't know. Let me put it... No, there is no way to add it anywhere. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but this side is a pencil and it's cute. I'm not sure how it will work once you use it more. So, I don't know about this product. But let's see this one. Okay, this is adorable. And this is, I believe, a pen. It has this protective cap on. So let's try and take it off. I am so bad at this. Do you guys have any hacks on how to get these off your pens? Well, I did something. And it's, oh, I love how dark black this is, because this was from this Colourful pen, and this was like a regular or mid-toned black, but this is, well, I'd say this is gel pen, so the black is much more vivid, and I love that. This is everything we have got in the first package, and I am so excited about all of these. I'm not sure about this thing, but everything else I absolutely adore. And yes, I got this whole thing because of this little blade. So amazing. Now the next thing. Let's open this. So this is supposed to be a bookmark. And it might be a bit thick for a bookmark, but maybe you can use it in journals. My journals are usually quite thick, so this might not be a problem, but I have chosen this purple color. Look how beautiful. Also, yes, we will have to now watch my fingers being dirty because of that pen. That's fine, I guess. I have chosen this purple one. There were different choices to pick from, so I have this. There is this little bead and a star. Okay, let me bring in some book. This has dragons on the cover, so it should match. Okay, let me see. If you put it inside... Oh, that's cute. It's maybe not practical much, but it's adorable. And yes, it bulks up your book. So, okay, let's do a journal now. This is my everyday journal. Let's find a page I'm using right now. And let's have that in here. Okay, it also bulks up your journal. Well, that was predictable, but it's adorable. And you can maybe have this on the spine like that. So when you stack your journals somewhere. Okay, that's so lovely. Yeah, it is not practical, as I said, but it is absolutely adorable. And the next thing comes in this little pouch. It got a bit dirty. Yeah, these are tweezers and they are adorable. I think I bent all of my tweezers, so I wanted some fresh ones, and this looked beautiful. I am so excited to have new tweezers. So let's put them back. And now let's open this small package. Am I going to try this new knife? Yeah, let's maybe go along the edge. Okay, this works very nicely. It is sharper than I thought it would be. This is, guys, this is stamp cleaner set. Believe it or not, I have not cleaned my stamps in 10 years. Or maybe even more. Well, I would say I have never cleaned them because I never quite knew what I should use. And when I saw this kit on the Journalsay website, I knew I will have to try that. We have this pad. Okay, and the cleaner. Okay, I think it says here what you are supposed to do. You should spray the liquid on the pad and then rub the stamp. And that should be it. Okay, so I kind of want to try that right away. I want to see how it works. Okay, so let's spray this. I don't know how wet this should be, so we'll go with this amount. And let's try my alphabet stamps, because these I'm using quite a lot, and no, I have never cleaned them before. So let's see. Okay, something is coming off. Yeah, okay, this looks clean, maybe a bit wet. I don't know how to get the... okay, like that. I was just going to say I don't know how to get the remaining liquid out of the insides, but it seems using the dry part works nicely. Okay, yeah. Okay, I officially love this. Oh, that's so perfect. Yeah, I know what I'm doing after I film this video, because yeah, these stamps definitely need cleaning. Okay, and I bet you are extremely interested in seeing what is in here. I am so excited because I have never seen something like that, not only on Journalsay website, but anywhere really. I really want to see how it performs and how it looks. And yes, this got caught on the border. This came before the new European regulations, but it got caught regularly. I don't know how it works in your guys' countries, but yeah, this came straight from China, so they immediately pulled it over, and it took more than a week for this to arrive than everything else from this haul. So yeah, I think that's worth mentioning. Also, yes, there are new laws coming in effect July 1st in European Union. Yeah, you might want to do some research before buying from basically any overseas stores, especially from China. I did not look into that much, but you will get charged if you are in the European Union and you buy from China. Let's finally open this. And yeah, it has a strange shape. Look at this. Oh, it has a handle, or maybe a way to hang this from somewhere. So this is supposed to be a storage container for your washi tapes. Okay, let's open this. Yeah, do you see the vision? When I saw this, I knew that I will immediately have to try that. These are not unpacked yet, but I want to see how this works. How much I can get in there. Okay, so you have to have this not standing up like that, but on the side. So, okay, I can fit 3 in here. 3 more. Okay, that is pretty snug in there. And I have 2 more. Okay, so you can probably hang this on the wall or something and have it like a hanging storage. But look at that. Oh, that's... Oh, I love this. Okay, let me close this. Okay, these are pretty tough to close. So, okay, it is not opening. And it does not seem like the washi tapes are dancing around. Okay, I love this much more than I hoped I would. Okay, let's open this. And everything is in its place. That's actually perfect. That's so lovely. This is so satisfying. And that was everything from the miscellaneous section. It was maybe a weird way to start a video, but we got some pretty exciting things to look at. Let's do washi tapes next. I will pick them randomly. So this is ribbon and bead string PET tape. Okay, let's see how this looks. And yes, I think I've forgotten to say that, but everything will be linked in the description below. And this time I'm going to give you timestamps for every single product. That way it is much easier for you to find everything you want. I also forget to mention this quite a lot, but I have the code for you from the Journalsay. It is right there in the bottom section of the screen. It will give you 8% more off of your order. And yes, it is an affiliate link, so I will get a small commission from that. I have hard time opening this, but I will figure it out, guys. I will figure it out. Also, yes, I'm kind of being very tired and very hot right now. It's the middle of the heat wave right now, so if I seem kind of off, that's because of that, because yeah, it's a lot to just exist right now. But I thought, you know what, instead of sitting and feeling sorry for myself, let's see some new stationery. And I think it is mostly working, but but it is so hot outside and inside. Okay, I think I am almost done. I had to sacrifice some of the designs, but I don't think there is a better way to do that. I am going to cut this off immediately because I totally butchered that, and I will use something else to hold this together. Okay, so I'm not sure how much you can see. These are, let me use my black pad, you might see it better. Well, maybe not. Silver kind of beads and ribbons and stars. I thought I would use these as a subtle decoration for my pages, but seeing these right now, it seems like the decoration will be very subtle because you can't see that much of these. Let me show you like that. Okay, that's much better. I loved the design of this. It looks very cute, very girly, and I don't have that much stationery themed like that, so I thought I would use the opportunity and get PET tape like this. I would maybe prefer if the design was a bit thicker, but I guess you pay for what you get. I'm going to use a rubber band because I don't want to deal with that closing tape again. Let's do more bows or ribbons. So this is stitch by stitch embroidery decorative tape, and yeah, it seems we will have lots of embroidered ribbons in here. Oh, again this type of tape. But maybe this time it will be easier since these are bigger designs, so it should not be that bad. Okay, this is adorable. And yes, the ribbon from there got stuck under the tape. That happens a lot. That's why I don't really like these types of tapes that are used on the closing of these. But It's okay. Let's see all of these. We have lots and lots and lots of embroidered ribbons, and they are all in the rainbow order, which is so cute. Okay, so this is the full repeat, and they are adorable. Also, they should be pre-cut as well. Yes, they are. I was looking for some cute ribbons for a long time, guys, for a long time. I love to add these to my pages, but I rarely can find a ribbon that would match in style or in color. So I am extremely happy about this tape. Let's do something colorful. Again, we have these two. These are from the same listing, but they are different shapes, of course. This is Sugar Bean Polka Dots masking tape, and as you can see, there are lots and lots and lots of dot stickers. I could not resist, guys. I love using dot stickers in my journals, but I often don't have the right ones, I would say, because you know that I love color matching all this stuff. So I am using dots less and less recently on my pages, and I would love to remedy that. So when I saw this tape, I was like, I have to have that. I have to have that. Okay, this is, it does not feel much like washi tape. Well, it said masking tape in the title, did it not? So I just wanted to say this feels like paper, but not like regular paper. So I guess masking tape is a type of paper this has. Okay, this will be again quite difficult to open. This seems like a theme of today, does it not? RyeMi can't open her tapes. Okay, done. Oh, these are so lovely. These bring me so much joy. You guys, you have no idea. You have no idea. This is so perfect. And we have bigger dots. Okay, let me show you. This is the biggest one. Then we have the medium ones and the smaller ones. Oh, that's so adorable. Also, the material is pretty thick and the colors are pretty vivid. I love this so much. Okay, let me open the other one. And this is full of stars. I can't wait to open this. This is called Star Dots masking tape. Okay, so I have just lost 8 stars because I could not be bothered with this. Maybe I will put them somewhere. Let's put them in my journal. Right here. You can see that we have different shapes of stars in here. So these are the regular ones, I would say. And these are kind of more full. They look almost like flowers. So you can have a bit more fun with these. And is there any other shape? Okay, let me see. I will put that in the journal as well, next to all the others. Okay, so this is the third variation of the star. And yeah, this is turning out to be my favorite tape of today. These are all the colors. There is too much of pink, I would say. Too much for my liking, but I know there are lots and lots and lots of people who absolutely love pink stationery, so I guess this is just right for you guys. Let's stay a bit more colorful. This is alphabet PET tape, and yes, all of these letters are pre-cut, which is absolutely perfect. I have had this alphabet sticker sheet from Journalsay as well. And since I have used that, okay, let me find it. This one. And since I have used this, I was on a hunt for more letters like that. And a few weeks later, they released this PET tape, which I'm so excited about. Let's see what everything is in here. And once again, this closing tape. Oh, well, okay, I have lost a few letters and I'm not going to do anything about that. It might be also because of the weather, because how hot everything is. Maybe these tapes hold better than usual. So this is the row of letters I kind of lost. And you can see that these got teared in half, like literally. So yeah, I guess that's the weather responsible for that. We have some with plain backgrounds, but also some with kind of city landscapes and some sunsets, and I believe these are like regular stock photos or something like that. But I love the color variation that is in here, and I hope that every single letter is in here as well. So yeah, I am so excited for this tape because yeah, that's so fun. I thought that I would love the black and white version or maybe brown version of this kind of tape, but I have realized that I love the colorful stuff. Now let's do what? Let's do some character tape. I'm not sure if there is a title to that. I'm just going to call this a character tape. This is definitely thicker than all the previous tapes. Let's see the comparison. Yeah, that's a pretty big difference. I got this PET tape because all the characters are put on the tape this way, which means they are probably bigger than you usually get in the washi tape or PET tape, and I just wanted to see how big these are, and I loved the designs, of course. So let's see. I love the colors of these. I especially love this dark blue. Oh, these are so sweet. So lovely. Okay, these look like they are painted on the watercolor paper. They have slight texture, but the texture is not like in the tape. It is just the picture of a texture. Okay, I love this dress. Okay, a brown one. And this is, I believe, where we started. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 designs. 13 girls in different dresses, and that's just adorable. I am so happy with this tape, and they also are pre-cut, so you don't have to cut them out yourself. Love that. And now I have one miscellaneous category, and then we have flower tapes. Okay, let me close that one, and let's see the miscellaneous one. So I am not going to lie, I got this. Okay, this is The Ocean of Beautiful Times. I don't know about these titles, guys, okay? I don't know. But I got this tape because of its color. And mostly because the color is so ugly, you would say. There were, of course, many other variations of this tape, but I could not stop thinking about this. This is kind of green, kind of gray. No one knows what this color is. And we see a bit of this separation line. I don't really like when the tapes have that. So let's find... Okay, this is the full design. So that's 5, 10, 20, 35 centimeters. I think you can agree that this is weird color. I just had to have this because sometimes I need a weird color for my pages and nothing works. So yeah, I got really excited when I saw this maybe slightly ugly PET tape. Also, there is lots of gold, so yeah, I think it's beautiful. And you might not think so, but that's totally fine with me. Okay, I think my phone got too hot. Well, fine. Okay, it seems that I'm back. I have given myself a slight pause because I was also kind of feeling quite hot. It was pretty warm in this room. It still is. My watch said it was 97 degrees Fahrenheit in here, and now it is 89, so it is much better, but it is too hot. I don't know Fahrenheit, so like 89 is 30 degrees. And 97, that was like 35. I don't know. I guess I will correct that in the subtitles. I always correct myself in the subtitles if I say something wrong. So yeah, you can pop them on from time to time. Okay, I have these two stunning PET tapes to look at now. I just could not decide between two of those, so I got both of them. And let's see this blue one first. I again don't know how it is titled. Okay, there is Fantasy Blue, I guess, and this one is Fantasy green. Okay, okay, that's easy. Fantasy blue PET tape. Look at these colors. That's stunning. And this time we have a different type of tape that holds this together. Well, it's similarly sticky, so I guess that's because of the weather, but I think I'm doing a better job with this tape. Again, this is pre-cut, and look at all these colors. That is stunning. These are so beautiful. I adore this blue color. And it is similar as it was on this washi tape. There is a pic of that. This is slightly lighter version of that blue. It's beautiful. And we have some books in between all of those flowers. And some scissors. Okay, I think this is the beginning once again. And yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. I don't know why there is a hole in that flower, but other than that, this is so adorable. I kind of want to use this tape right away in my journal or anywhere really. Now I want to see the green version. I think this is dark green and pink, which is a beautiful color combination. Look at those colors. These are just perfect. That is just stunning. Okay, is this the exact same pattern? I think it is. Okay, let me see. Yeah, can you see that? It's exactly the same. And I am not mad at this. I am absolutely not mad at this because these are perfect. But I wonder why this is a thing nowadays, because recently I got some washi tapes and PET tapes from the washi tape shop, and they also had the same design in 2 slight variations. So yeah, I'm curious why is that a thing now? Okay, why am I showing you the blue one again? Okay, let me show you the green. Look at that color. That's so stunning. Also, this seems to have kind of a hollow effect in some sections. I am not sure you can see that, but there is, and it is not in the blue version. But when I was buying these tapes, there were 2 versions of each of these, and it was not very clear which one is which. So I guess one of the versions is without the hollow effects and another one is with the hollow effect. But it was absolutely not clear from the website. So I have chosen a different green version than I have chosen blue version. So yeah, I guess one of them has hollow effect on them. And I can't tell you which one because it was really not clear. Look at that. It is just perfect. And I think it just knocked out this tape from my #1 spot for today. We have 2 more PET tapes. Let's look at this gold one. So this is Garden of Air PET tape. And this is just a bunch of gold daisies. Yeah, I just could not resist. This looked so good on the website. Oh, can you see that? Okay, that's a lot of gold. I thought this would be white. Maybe they are. Okay, where is that black paper? They are slightly white. Can you see that? Okay, this is so beautiful on this black paper. I am not sure how nice this will look on white paper, but on this black, it looks stunning. Yeah, and these are also pre-cut. I will mention that every single time because recently I bought the spider flower tape that was not pre-cut. This one. This is absolutely stunning. It is also from the Journalsay and it was not pre-cut, so I had to do it myself. I have this section roughly pre-cut and that takes a lot of time, quite a lot of time. So I am making sure to notice every single tape that I buy if it is actually pre-cut. And this is which is perfect. This is so simple, but beautiful. Also, this gold, it has holographic effect as well, which is so interesting. I can't stop looking at this. It's just, I'm so mesmerized by this tape. We have one more tape to look at today, and that's this one. This is again full of flowers, and they are of different colors. This is called Flower Under the Stars, I think. How beautiful is this? Okay, so we have black and white flowers with yellow details, yellow and blue details, also pre-cut. Then there is a green version. I love this dark green color. Oh, it's so lovely. And then we have red and pink with the same yellow and blue highlights. And more kind of dramatic pink color. Oh, so lovely. And a blue one. I think that's it. No, we have dark blue, almost purple as well. And that's it. I was thinking about getting some other tapes that had flowers that were of similar colors that are in this tape. And when I saw this one, I knew I would get this because this is like, how many colors is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is like 6 tapes in one, which is absolutely perfect. So I had to have this. I am missing maybe yellow version. That would be like 11 out of 10. I recently fell in love with adding lots of flowers to my reading journal spreads. I will show you. Yeah, something like this. There is lots of flowers in there. I also have another one. Yeah, in here. So I did something similar in here. Since I started making these pages, because I love them so much, I am on a hunt for nice flowery stickers or PET tapes. And this was too good to be true. So I am very happy with this tape and with all of these colors. And you will definitely see lots of flower spreads in my future reading journal pages, because I finally have lots of different colors to use on my pages, because I love to match the color of the flower or the decoration to the book cover, and it is sometimes difficult to make something work. This will make this so much more easy. I can't wait to work on my reading journal now. That was all of my tapes. Let me show you all of them again. Some of them I kept without the closing tape because that was annoying, but look at all of these. I am so excited about these tapes, and every single one of them has something that I am so excited about. I think we have 2 more categories to look at. Oh, I forgot this one and this one. Let's look at the paper category because it is, well, I'd say small. So let's look at these. These are fillers for the journal or journal cover. I got these. Okay, this is the front page. So this is journal cover, I would say. I think this is faux leather. And you just pop paper in there and you're all set. And I love that. I wanted to try something different from Journalsay, and this was pretty new. So I thought, why not? Why not show you what this is? And there are, of course, blank ones and aligned ones. I am not sure about the dot grid. There might be dot grid available as well. Recently, I love the look of this regular grid, and I was looking for something that had this paper available. So yeah, I am extremely excited about this. I was thinking about maybe starting a commonplace notebook or something similar. I just love watching videos of people working on their commonplace notebooks. So that might be something that will happen on my channel, but I am not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. This will be a very hot contender for commonplace notebook. And next we have 2 green things to look at. So let's see this first. This is White Night Dream Artistic Relief embossed lettering collection. Okay, that was hard for me to read. There were, of course, different colors available, but recently I will always buy a green version because I fell in love with green stationery. So, let's see. We have some flowers. Is this a sticker or is this just a paper? It seems like just a paper. Let me see. Yeah, this is paper. Another paper. This is beautiful. Also a paper. I think everything will be paper. There won't be stickers in here. This is embossed. I maybe wish there was not lettering in this. I think it would be beautiful with just the designs. But this could be still absolutely perfect for background or maybe to send someone. This is also embossed with these leaves. So lovely. So these are some bigger papers. You can write something in those. Yeah, that's so lovely. Okay, that I will probably not write a letter to anyone, but that will end up in one of my journals sooner or later because this is just perfect. I love this little detail in there. And this is also embossed. And these are envelopes. Oh, look at this color. This is just perfect. Yeah, this is an envelope. Another one. What's this? Oh, these are some stickers, I guess, for closing the envelopes. Because, yeah, you don't really have any other way to do that. So some stickers. And, okay, there is something more. Oh, more stickers. So 6 circular stickers and 2 envelopes. This seems like it is folded crookedly if you look closer, but this design is beautiful and I probably won't use this as an envelope but as a paper. This is a beautiful collection. My favorite thing is definitely this envelope because of the color. And also these papers. Yeah, they are so lovely. Also, this could be very easily used as a background piece. I have saved some of the sticker backings or paper backings because they are usually just as stunning as what they hold inside. And now let's look at the Caramel book. Long strip notepad series. Be Romantic. Okay, so this is a green version. There were more versions, of course. So let's see, we have... Oh, look at that! I love this. This is just right up my alley. Look at this. Oh, so pretty. And I love that we have multiple of the same designs, so I probably won't be scared to use those. This looks like a knitted sweater. Okay, and some dots. Oh, these are so pretty. I love the colors that are in here. I am already trying to figure out a way to use these. I think like a simple background and then I can put either some flowers on there or some character stickers or something like that, and boom, the theme is done. That was all for the paper section. Now let's do all the stickers, and we have a lot. We have all of these to get through. Let's start with this amazing collection. I have checked, and yes, I did accidentally get 2 full sets. But I'm absolutely not mad at this because I love these flowers. I love using them. And I did not have all of the color versions before. So I had the green ones and these ones. And these pink ones for sure. I am not sure about orange, blue and black. So I'm excited to have all of these. Okay, let me show you all of them. Let's start with purple. There are 20 pieces and these are called Violet Mist. So there are 10 designs, 2 of each. And I will show you just one of them. just to make it easier to see. These are just beautiful. I love how they are not all just purple, but we have some pink in here, some blue as well, some yellow. Yeah, these are perfect. Now let's see green, and these are emerald hash. I love this green and yellow combination. And this dark green as well. Okay, these are all the greens. All the blues. I definitely did not have these before because I would remember this. Look at that. That is just perfect. Yeah, so pretty. And these are Cobalt Whisper variation. These are Amber Glow. I love how we get not only orange but also red flowers in here as well. I would maybe love to have more orange to be in the orange pack, but they are still absolutely lovely. And I don't think I have had these before either. Now the Obsidian Bloom. I'm so excited to see all of these. I especially like this one and this one as well. So lovely. And the last one is Blushing Mist. And you have seen these on my channel before, because I already have a pack of these, but I have used quite a lot of those flowers already. So I am excited I could get a few more. Yeah, can you see that? These are lovely. I especially love this pink and kind of minty blue combination. Okay, that was all for the flower packs. That was a lot, wasn't it? And I have one more flower pack. So these are yellow and some orange flowers. How beautiful. So this is Sunny Day Blooms. I love that we have some butterflies in here as well. Okay, this second one, so lovely. So lovely. Okay, so this is the yellow pack. There were, of course, different ones available, but I got the yellow ones since I don't have that many yellow flowers. Okay, now we have kind of a sticker book, I would say, and this is, I don't know the title of that, so let's just see. This is a collection of brown designs, and we have 2 PET tape versions and 2 paper versions of the same design. Yeah, I love that. It means that you can use more of the same thing, which is amazing, especially because this is quite small. This is like 10 centimeters in length and maybe 6 centimeters in width. These are kind of like this, maybe not tribal designs, but I don't really know how to describe these. Okay, so lovely. Okay, let's see these ones. Yes. And these ones. Oh, lovely. And these, okay, so these are more green. I love that not everything is brown in here, but that we have some green stickers as well. Okay, and how do I use that? Okay, it seems to be strips of design. Okay, let me try. Oh, okay, so this is a strip of, seems like a washi tape. Okay, so that's how it works. I love that I won't have to use scissors for that. Okay, so this is the brown sticker book. I have no idea how I will name this in the description, but it will have a timestamp, so you will be able to find that. Okay, and the last sticker and I think last item of this haul is this Classical Gallery retro frame sticker book, and this, yes, is full of frames and I just love that. So we get 5 of these same designs, 5 repeats, 6 repeats. Let's see if I counted right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's also lovely because sometimes you want to use one frame more than once. yeah, these are lovely. I am always on a hunt for some nice frames, and they almost are never the right size for what I want to use them. So I love that there are different sizes of frames and different shapes, and all of them are separate. Okay, so let's see. Yes, this is the one in the middle. This one is separate as well, and this one as well. Yeah, I am so excited about this. And yeah, that was everything in this haul. Let me know if you have found something that piqued your interest. I am especially happy with all of these flowers. Oh, they are just perfect, just perfect. But I am also excited to use these stickers. And everything, really. As I said, once again, everything will be linked down in the description. And I can't forget to mention that, yes, most of this was sent to me for free. Let me know if there is something that you would love to get, or if you are just vicariously living through me, because, yeah, this is a dream come true. To have that many new stationery items. And I am very thankful to Journalsay for collaborating with me once again. I hope you are not suffering heat waves as am I currently, and I do hope that I am not suffering in a heat wave still by the time this video comes out. Well, guys, it has been a week since I filmed this haul, and thankfully I can tell you that the heat wave is almost over. We are in normal summer temperatures now, which is absolutely amazing. That was the hardest 2 weeks of my life in terms of temperature here in Slovakia. Anyway, I was fully prepared to end this video. Well, in fact, it was already filmed, it was uploaded to the YouTube, it was checked, it was re-edited and re-uploaded. But then I have decided that no, I do not want to show you just the haul. And I've also realized that it is already July. It is already July and I don't have my journal ready. And I was so inspired by this green and pink flower washi tape that I decided to make a very simple cover page. And since there is still a bit of time and I can show you that in this video, I am doing exactly that. I was too tired to talk while work on this page, so I'm just going to show you the sped up version and I'm going to talk about it. Just as I was doing before I start filming the real-time processes of my pages. So, as I said, I really wanted to use that green and pink flower page, and I thought, you know what, let's try and see if I can match any of these characters from the character tape to the flowers as well, and there were actually 2 or 3 that would match. I have chosen this girl with green checkered dress and cream cardigan, and she works so well with this tape. And then I thought, what more can I use? I was not limiting myself to use only stationery from this haul, but I eventually did. Except that script tape I did use to fill out the frame as the background. That was also from Journalsay, but I have had this tape for a long time and I love how this tape brought some texture to the page, but it does not compete for attention with the other elements of the page. At first I thought that I would add the flowers only behind this frame, and I'm so glad I put the first group of flowers on top of the frame, because I think that looks so much better than if everything was behind the frame. I think it looks more intentional, more kind of 3D, and I really love how it turned out. And I could have stopped there. That would be absolutely amazing, because yeah, this flower tape does heavy lifting. It is just so stunning. But you know me, I can't do just that. So I added some stars from the other tape, and that's it, I guess. I put a bit of writing under the girl, so it looks kind of like she is stepping on that, or it might be a stair or something. It does not make sense. The writing says, "Words will not." Like, what? And I did not really think about the title, so I very quickly went through my stationery and I tried to find something with months and I found this old sticker sheet from Izabova, and this kind of darker yellow color fit enough with this page, so I just used that. And at first I did not know where to put the title because nowhere looked okay. So I ended up putting it under the illogical sentence in there, and now it looks like she's going down the steps. I think that's my take on this. So yeah, that is the cover page, and I absolutely love this. It is very top heavy, but you know what? I love this contrast. I love that there is so much on top of the page and not that much in the bottom. For some reason, I love that. And on the right page, I have the calendar already sketched out. I did use the gel pen from the kit I have unboxed first in this haul, and all the incomplete lines that you can see in the calendar. Yeah, the pen kind of gave up on me, but to be honest, this journal has watercolor paper in it, so the pages are a bit rougher than usual. I did try and use that pen in my reading journal, and it worked absolutely fine there. The paper is so much smoother in my reading journal, so that might be just the problem of my journal. And yes, not many pens work in here, so I just wanted to point that out. I am just adding flowers around the calendar. It worked out so amazingly that I could put the section that I cut out from the bottom part of the page. It worked so perfectly in the top part of the calendar. I was so happy with that. And I had to use these scissors from the tape. I was eyeing them for the whole time while I was working on the cover page, so I was extremely happy I could use them there. And then I decided I want to use another frame. Well, it is the frame from the same set I used for the cover page. It is just the middle one. I was not sure about it at first, but now I love it. I just love how it brought something else to the page. I have to get more adventurous with my decorations, guys, because yeah, it looks absolutely great. So then I just put lots and lots of very small stickers all around the calendar, and then I also added all the dates. For that I used a sticker sheet full of numbers that I have from Lepikaro. That was a Czech stationery store, but they are definitely closed, so I will not get any more of these numbers, which is such a shame, but I am enjoying the number stickers while I can. And I did not think I would have the right color of the number stickers for this theme, but it turns out I did. It is not the exact match to any of the colors that are on this cover page, but I think they look so nice with all the rest of the decoration. This is a close-up of how everything looks. I adore these flowers. They are so stunning, and the halo effect that is in there, it just makes it so beautiful. And yeah, that's everything for today's video. Thank you again, Journalsay, for sending this my way, and thank you guys so much for watching and for staying to the end. I hope you are having a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.